This court hereby finds all the principal accused guilty beyond reasonable doubt of the crime of rape with homicide, and hereby sentences each of them to suffer the penalty of reclusion perpetua.
Hubert Webb is the son of a former senator convicted of rape with a homicide in one of the most gruesome murders in Philippine history.
3 members of the Visconde family were found brutally murdered.
Sinaksak ng ilang beses at ni-rape yung dalagang anak sa master's
Police
bedroom.
baffled as there are no signs of a break-in.
All up to them if they want to leave, but eventually, the truth will come out.
Alam na naman namin yung guilty, so inaantay ko na lang yun eh.
I know the Lord is with us, so there's nothing to fear actually.
But 15 years after his detention,
The court and bank, in a vote of 7-4, has acquitted Hubert Jeffrey P. Webb.
the Supreme Court's decision is final and irreversible.
Pinagsakuban ako ng langit at lupa.
Sir!
Wala na katarungan dito sa ating bansa.
How did Hubert Webb end up being the fall guy? And if he is innocent, then who killed the Viscondes? Vincent Street was home to the Viscondes, a typical middle-class family whose breadwinner, Lauro, worked overseas as a chef.
Makahulugan ang bahay ng mga Visconde sa BF Homes para kay Mang Lauro. Isang taon na siyang nasa Amerika at walang kaalam-alam ng bilhin nito ng kanyang asawa noong 1990. Disyembre lumipat ang mag-iina sa bagong bahay.
Ito pala isusurprise sa akin yung bahay nito. I'm booked for to come home in time for the birthday of Jennifer. Sa magsa-7 siya nun eh. So, nag-book ako ng August. Yung pala, gusto nyo lang surprisehin ako.
Jennifer was the youngest of Laura's 2 children. The eldest was Carmela, 19 years old. In 1989, Laura moved to the United States, hoping to pave the way for his children to study abroad.
2 beses sa isang buwan daw kung mag-usap si Mang Lauro at ang kanyang pamilya noong siya ay nasa Amerika.
Sometimes when I was here, I had to pick her up. Kung may party siya ganun, hindi ko pinakakatiwala siya sa iba. In the first place, I want to know her barkadas or groups.
But Laura's dream was shattered one fateful night.
3 members of the Visconde family were found brutally murdered this morning.
Ayon sa report, sinaksak ng ilang beses at ni-rape yung dalagang anak sa master's bedroom.
Estrelita Visconde stabbed 12 times, 7-year-old Jennifer 19 times, and 19-year-old Carmela 9 times, and raped. The brutal murders that left one man without his entire family left the entire nation shocked.
The house of the Viscondes was in an exclusive part of BF Homes in Parañaques. That area was secured, and yet the crime happened. So I think it sent the signal now that somehow it seemed that even though you're poor, you're rich, you're middle class, you're upper class, you're not safe anymore. And losing that kind of security is so traumatic that psychologically you cannot sleep almost immediately. I mean, you have to wake up 2 or 3 times to check if everything's locked and everything. Then, before you can finally go to sleep.
Hindi agad ipinaalam kay Lauro ang nangyari sa kanyang mag-iina.
That time, sinabi nga, I have to come home immediately. So, what I did after getting my plane ticket in the Northwest Airline, I proceeded to the mall to go last-minute shopping. And with 2 balikbayan boxes, supposed to be the pasalubong ko sa mga pamilya ko. Upon reaching the house of my brother, I was met by sobs and loud cries from my brother, my sister, nephews, mga in-laws.
Kwento ni Mang Lauro, tuliro siya noong nakaburol ang kanyang mag-anak. Doon lang niya nalaman ang lahat ng nangyari.
That was the only time when I learned that they died of stab wounds and not bullet wounds, as I have in mind when they were about to be laid on rest. I have to open their coffins and hug them And surprisingly, I came to know that most of them had stab wounds.
Hindi raw niya maintindihan kung paano nagawa ang kabuktutang iyon sa kanyang walang kalaban-laban na pamilya.
Ang bibig nila, ginag ng pillowcase, hogtied back, sagad sa buto yung electric fan cord. Talaga very inhuman. Ewan ko nga kung barbaric talaga.
Right from the start, the case was fraught with problems.
Here in upper middle income BF homes, neighbors wondered how anyone could have come in and pillaged 3 defenseless people without being caught. No screams were heard, no forcible entry was made, and nothing was stolen.
And there was no material evidence. Gerardo Byong, a cop sent to investigate, cleaned up the crime scene, allegedly to spare Laura Visconde the agony of seeing how his family was killed.
The case is extraordinarily difficult really to solve because when we entered the case, if you remember, the evidence was muddled. A certain policeman wiped the blood and washed the blankets and all that, and fingerprints were all over.
Without any witnesses or evidence, the investigation hit a dead end. But after 4 years,
Carmelo opened the door for us, for me of course, and then entered the 3 of them.
Her name is Jessica Alfaro, a 31-year-old single mother and car dealer. Today, she's the NBI's star witness.
Did you witness the rape or the killing?
Yes, the rape.
Just sa statement mo, sino ang nag-participate sa rape at saka sa stabbing incident sa loob?
Alfaro identified 8 men as suspects behind the massacre, all from prominent families. Tony Boy Lejano, son of actress Pinky De Leon, Michael Gatchalian and Michael Rodriguez, sons of esteemed lawyers, Peter Estrada, son of a wealthy businessman, Pike Fernandez, son of a retired general, Joey Filart, relative of a retired police general and former chief of the Capital Region Command, Dong Ventura, believed to be Alfaro's boyfriend, and their alleged mastermind, Hubert Webb, son of then-Senator Freddie Webb.
Tumibay ang kanyang paniniwala at nagkaroon pa siya ng sariling listahan ng mga suspect na ibinigay niya sa NBI at mga pulis.
It was confirmed by several psychic when I have consulted about 14 psychic clairvoyant saka manghuhula. So,
yung mga psychic ho ba ang nagbigay sa inyo ng pangalan?
Oh, yeah. At least 6
Sila?
of them.
Ano yung mga pangalan na binigay sa inyo?
Huberto, sila Tony Boy Leano, yung Michael Gatchalian, Pike Fernandez.
Hindi raw kilala ni Mang Lauro ang mga pangalan na nasa kanyang listahan. Hindi rin sila kaibigan ni Carmela.
According to my daughter, it was only Webb who courted her. And he used to follow her in school. Tsaka lately, sabi niya, nag-enter ako sa fitness center dito. Nag-enroll din siya wherever I am. At saka yung last time that I talked to her, sabi niya nag-relay na siya rito sa BF Homes. Sumusunod yung grupo sa kanya, yung barkada.
So, she named Webb?
Hindi niya pinangalanan niya. Alam pangalan binigay sa akin. Basta sabi niya, son of a politician.
So, nung lumabas ang pangalan ni Webb, kumbinsido ho ba kayo na siya yun?
Of course, ko naman akong alam na kagalit yung pamilya ko o nakakaaway.
Ano po yung motibo niya?
Yung pag-turn down sa kanya ni Carmela. He's being turned down after 4 or 5 months courting.
31-year-old Jessica Alfaro, a self-confessed former drug user, claims she had pot sessions with the senator's son and was in on the plan to gang rape Carmela Visconde. She said she and 5 others served as lookouts while Hubert and Tony Boy went inside. Afterwards, in their hurry to leave, Jessica said Hubert left his jacket at the scene of the crime. Enter SPO1 Byong, alleged former Webb employee. Jessica said Hubert called him to clean up the mess left at the Viscondes.
We had an agreement now. We don't know anything. We don't know each other. At the same time, we were also told na kumaulto.
The thought of giving up the fight, which I and the Bureau started, never entered my mind.
Responding to Alfaro's allegations, Senator Freddie Webb presented his son's California driver's license, issued a few weeks before the crime.
Do us the favor. I'm talking to the NBI. Total, kayo nag-imbestiga nito. Ipakita ninyo na umuwi yung anak ko in between. Dahil with this, I think this is one of our most solid evidence to prove that my son was there.
Conflicting evidence and eyewitness accounts. The trial of the decade had begun.
The rules and evidence require that somebody should testify on those documents.
Problema kasi doon sa Visconde case ay yung una palang pag-imbestiga ng crime scene.
Sinabi na niya yung details how the crime was committed.
The trial by publicity in the Webb case is so strong that it has become unfair to the accused.